Thanks, Ed. So, if you look at that,
President Donald Trump announced tariff plan on April 2nd, 2025. The announcement took place in the White House Rose Garden. Trump described the tariffs as historic and a step towards reclaiming America's economic destiny. The new tariffs include a baseline rate of 10% on all trading partners. Additionally, targeted tariffs will apply to specific countries. China faces the highest tariff at 34%. This rate is on top of an existing 20% tariff, bringing the total to 54%. The tariffs will take effect on April 5th for the baseline rate. The reciprocal tariffs will begin on April 9th. Approximately 60 countries will be affected by these new measures. The tariffs are designed based on trade barriers and alleged currency manipulation. Trump described the situation as a national emergency threatening America's security. He claimed that chronic trade deficits are a severe threat to the nation. The president believes these tariffs will usher in a golden age of America. Experts warn that these tariffs could lead to economic downturns. Markets have fluctuated in response to the uncertainty surrounding the tariffs. The White House had been vague about the details leading up to the announcement. Discussions within the administration considered various options for tariffs. These included a flat rate or different rates for countries based on their trade practices. The tariffs build upon existing levies on steel, aluminum, and goods from China, Canada, and Mexico. China's response was immediate, urging the United States to cancel the tariffs. The Chinese Commerce Ministry called for equal dialogue to resolve trade differences. Canada and Mexico, key allies, have also expressed strong opposition. Canada has vowed retaliatory tariffs, while Mexico plans to respond later this week. The European Union has indicated it has a plan to retaliate as well. Following the announcement, the Senate passed a resolution challenging Trump's national emergency declaration related to tariffs against Canada. The vote was narrow, with 51 in favor and 48 against. This resolution will now go to the House of Representatives. However, it is uncertain if it will progress further. The Senate lacked the votes necessary to override a potential presidential veto. Trump and his administration maintain that the tariffs are necessary. They argue that the United States has been unfairly treated in trade for decades. Trump claimed that America has been looted, pillaged, and plundered by other nations.
For decades, our country has been looted, pillaged, raped, and plundered by nations.
The tariff chart presented by Trump listed offending countries and their corresponding tariffs. For instance, Vietnam faces a 90% tariff compared to a proposed 46% tariff from the United States. Taiwan's tariff is set at 64%. India's tariff is set at 26%, while Japan will face 46%. The economy was a primary concern for voters in the 2024 presidential election. Many blamed President Joe Biden for rising prices. Trump promised to alleviate financial burdens on families through these tariffs. The administration argues that any short-term pain will lead to long-term economic benefits. They predict job growth and increased manufacturing as a result of the tariffs. Trump stated that jobs and factories will return to the United States. However, economists caution that consumers will likely face higher costs initially. Public opinion on Trump's economic management is mixed. Recent surveys show that 58% of Americans disapprove of his handling of the economy. On trade negotiations, 60% of Americans disapprove of Trump's approach. This issue is particularly weak for him among Republican voters.